Test, test, test. All right, start of the tournament. It is the CCHA Stormhawks versus OMG Osco Maple Grove. So the Crimson versus the Stormhawks. At least I believe that's what they are, the Crimson. Stormhawks in black, Maple Grove in white. Here at Minnesota Maid Arena. So you're going to have a different look first shot on Arnold, and he makes the save, and it'll be a face-off to his glove side. Here, again, this is the start of the Edina tournament. First game here at Minnesota Made Rinks. Face-off inside the Stormhawk zone. Draw one by Nickel, picked up, rung around, is swung out to neutral zone. Heinz is going to chase. It was tipped. It goes all the way down into Maple Grove's zone. Played upon the boards. Two Stormhawks there as the Maple Grove breaks out. Is going to be forced wide by Tebrake. Down low, Heinz is there. Picked up, back to Heinz on the boards. He's got Nickel. He misses the shot on Nickel. And Maple Grove enters the zone again, looking for a setup. And they're just going to dump it low. Behind Arnold it is, again. Crosby, Arnold in net. Picked up, is centered right out in front. Shot, and it's going to go high off the glass behind the net. Maple Grove is there. And Arnold pushes the net off. And they're going to give him a penalty. And I have no idea why he pushed it off the net.
Honestly,
we just talked about this. Yeah.
And they don't call it.
Yeah.
What's he supposed to do?
Right. So no, they're not going to give. Yeah, they are going to give a penalty. It looks like Blake Van's going to serve it. So the net was off, and Arnold finished it off. So another face-off inside the zone. So penalty kill for the Stormhawks. You got Rotunda and Olin Van out there. Draw is one by Maple Grove. They get to the point. Takes a shot. Blocked by Dreyer at D. Stormhawks are at full strength for the first time in a long time this year. They try and get it out on the boards. To the middle it goes. Rotunda's there. It's stuck in his skates. Gonna try and chip it out. Maple Grove has it. Takes a shot off the crossbar. Down low it goes. Back to the point, and it jumps out. And Maple Grove's got to regroup. In the neutral zone they go. Over to the wing. They enter the zone. They got two. The wing can't handle it. Back to the point. Over bench side. Shot. Deflected by a shin pad. Maple Grove works it out high on the pot. Takes a shot. Tipped wide of the net. Maple Grove's just controlling this. They dump it down low. You got Thorpe out there along with Dreyer. Maple Grove down low to the side and up to the point. He walks the middle. Over to the side. Van tries to make a little contact. There is 30 seconds left in this power play opportunity for Maple Grove. They haven't really set up for a good shot yet. Besides the one off the top of the point. Shot wide to Arnold. Played upon the boards. Down low in the corner. Up high. Walks it. Gets to the wing. Down low. He misses contact. Stormhawks get it, and that's going to kill off the penalty as Van skates it out and dumps it down low. Behind the Maple Grove, Clava's there on the boards, punches it low. Going to be picked up by Nutter. And Maple Grove reverses directions to try and get it out. McNabb has it, he's going to swing around. Bad part is Nutter was trapped down low behind the net before he entered. It'll be offsides on the Stormhawks. (11:18) in the first, 0-0. Again, Stormhawks in dark, Maple Grove in white. Clave on the draw, won by Maple Grove. Back to their defense, they regroup. They enter the zone. on the D. Can't get a shot off. Stood up by Avon. He's back there. Puck right out in front. Arnold made a little bit of a pad save, I believe, and scooped it off to the corner. Avon in the corner. Clava adds some body contact, gets it up to McNabb. McNabb's going to skate it a little bit. Tries to hit Nutter, just failed the click. And it's going to be icing at 10:43 of the first period. Face-off will be down in the Stormhawk zone to the blocker side of Arnold. Nickel on the draw. Won by Maple Grove, dumped down deep. It's going to be played along the boards. Brandt's going to pick it up. Brandt's going to go far side to Hines. Didn't quite get it cleanly, but Hines is able to dump it down into the zone. Played off the boards. Maple Grove's going to come on back. DeBrake tries to play it off the boards. He's going to get it to Nichols. Nichols going to get it over to Brandt. Brandt's going to skate for it. Can't quite beat the defender. Contact in the corner. And we got a whistle, which is blind to me where I am. Puck flipped out. It'll be a face-off inside the Maple Grove zone at 10:09. Nickel on the draw. Brandt and Hines to the side along with Dreyer and Thorpe. Back to Dreyer it goes. Dreyer's going to get it to Brandt. Brandt goes, tried to go far side. Couldn't quite get it to Thorpe. Down low, Nickel is there. Or Hines is there. Puck scoots out front. Nickel and Brandt are there. Nickel's going to chase. Played upon the boards. Dreyer gets it over to Thorpe. Thorpe's going to try and hit it up to Hines. He had break-in. Dreyer has it. He loses it. Can't get it out. Played by Arnold behind the net. Thorpe gets it taken away, but Dreyer's there to recover for him. In the corner, Maple Grove has control. They're going to dump it down deep. Dreyer's going to ring it around, but it's intercepted. Back to the point of Maple Grove. Shot right on Arnold. Stayed right there. Rebound pops out in front. Second save. Hines gets it. And we're going to get a slash here on Thorpe at 9:08, and this is the second penalty of the game for the Stormhawks. Stormhawks are going to have to stay out of the box. This isn't a team that you want to be short-handed against a whole lot. So this is the second power play opportunity for Osseo Maple Grove. Rotunda out there along with Zeltinger, Blake Van, and Avon. Maple Grove gets a shot right on Arnold, flipped out in front. Arnold dives for it as the puck was loose out in front. He made a sprawling save, covers it up, and they'll get a face-off to the glove side inside the Stormhawk zone. Rotunda takes the draw. It's won by the Crimson. Down low it goes. Avon's there. A little bit of pressure being forced. Van up high. Walks the line. And it looks like they try to get it. Avon's going to get it. They got a 3-on-2 at this point. Avon's going to go wide. He mishandles it and then just dumps it in deep. Goes for a change. And Maple Grove gains control and tries to break it out. They're going to lose it at neutral ice. DeBrake's got it. He's got time. He's going to get it. He dumps it down low and makes Osseo Maple Grove go another 200 feet to get into the zone. 1 minute killed as they try and set up behind their net to get into the Stormhawk zone. And they flip it over out into the bench, and it'll be a face-off inside the zone at 7:58. 51 seconds remain on the power play for Osseo Maple Grove. They win the draw, controlled in their zone. They set up behind the net. They go for the long pass. It's going to come out on Arnold. Arnold's going to get it. Kind of a little indecisive there, but he was enough to get it as they went for the home run, and they hit it. Played along the boards, back to the high to the point. Takes a shot on Arnold, doesn't quite make it to him. Pushed to the side, Cuevas there. It's batted out and into the neutral zone, and finally it comes out. Controlled by the Stormhawks over to Lindell. Lindell banks it off the boards. Cuevas going to get it. He's going to chip it up. And now they got to get back. Comes in onto break. Break clears it out of the zone, but right to him as they enter the zone. Maple Grove walks it through, takes a shot. Arnold pad save, kick to this corner, loses balance. And now they're at full strength. Played by Olin Van. Olin's going to get it to Nutter. A little behind him. As Olin Van skates it up, he's going to dump it in deep. And they're going to call offsides at 6:47. Score still 0-0. Shots probably in favor of the Osseo Maple Grove at this point, as I don't know if we've had a good scoring opportunity yet. Play on the draw, controlled by Osseo Maple Grove. Push deep into their zone. Behind the net, they regroup. In the corner, out to the wing. As they break it out, they hit the center. The wing coming across. Pushed off by Dreyer. Played along the boards by McNabb. McNabb gets pinched off. Nutter gets there, takes him down. McNabb's there as well, but Osseo Maple Grove walks right out, right to the center of Arnold, takes a shot, and he's able to glove it at 6:15. Face off inside Stormhawk zone. It'll be to Arnold's blocker side. See if we can get a little life here. Nickel, Heinz, Brandt out there along with Aben and Zelter. And Osseo Maple Grove takes a far shot from the side. That's gloved and held by Arnold for a second face-off inside the zone. Picked up by Brandt. Brandt's going to skate it out. He's got a 1-on-2. He gets by one guy. He gets by another guy. He's looking. He's got Heinz right up front. And somehow he got it in. Thought he was looking for Heinz, and somehow he's able to get it through. And that might be their first shot. Anyhow, it ends up in the net. And at 5:58, the Stormhawks take the lead here, 1-0. Referee doesn't like the way they're going. Waiting on the face-off. Nickel works out an advantage as he wins the draw. Gonna get it up to net. Heinz gonna skate it in. Gonna be picked up by Nickel. Nickel loses along the boards, and then chipped out. And there must be smaller boards here at Minnesota Made. This is like the third and fourth puck to flip out of the rink. 5:43. Face off inside the zone of Osseo Maple Grove. Draw. Rotunda can't quite get it. Controlled by Osseo Maple Grove. In the corner it goes. They try to play it out. Held in at the point and dumped down low again. Van is there. Other Van is there. He controls it. Pushes it to the corner. Olin Van's going to chase. Rotunda's there along with to break to keep it back in. They shoot it out. They're going far side. Can't get it by to break. Nice job. There's a slash that wasn't called. So Maple Grove comes out. They go far side. 1-on-1 with Lindell. He's going to try and cross it. Can't get it through. And as To break takes the guy out. The net comes off. And it'll be a face-off inside the zone at 4:59. Plava on the draw. Controlled by Osseo Maple Grove. They try and set her to the slot. Not there. Jumps out. Whacked away by Nutter out of the air. Nice job of him. Shot off of Nutter and into the netting. And it'll be a face-off again inside the zone of the Stormhawks. Glove side of Arnold. Face-off is, comes right shot. Shot right on Arnold. Pad save into the corner it goes. Right after that draw, the puck didn't move. Up to Nutter. Nutter gets it, and he flips it out into the bench. It'll be another redo inside the zone at 4:34. Face-off controlled by, and it's going to be knocked in. So we've seen that play before, done by the Stormhawks. He drove it through on the face-off, gained control, passed it right over, and as Thorpe tried to take the guy out, he slid and actually went in off of Thorpe. And that ties the game here at 1-1 at 4:31. Knowing that the center's inside the zone, they have to see if they can determine if he's going forward or drawing it back at that point. Drop the puck! Let's go! 4:31. Draw is controlled by Osseo Maple Grove. Abbott has it. He loses it right out in front. It's going to come right in front. It's going to be picked up by Arnold. And a little bit of a scrum in front. Net's off its bearings. No, they're checking that, and they'll have a redraw inside the zone. Nickel on the draw. These referees look incompetent to me today. Nickel on the draw. Rung around on the boards. Heinz got to go in for that shot. Wide of Arnold. Dropped down low. Zeltinger's there. He rings it to Avon. Avon controls. Banks it off the boards. Can't clear the zone. It's dumped back in on Arnold. Arnold can't field it cleanly. Behind the net it goes. Out to the point, and they lose it. Brandt's going to chase after him as they regroup. He's going to try and get it away. Up to the zone, up to the center as he enters the zone. Ridden off by Heinz. Heinz is going to go across. Osseo Maple Grove is going to go across. Down low, they have it. It's going to be chipped off the boards. Brandt gets it. He's just going to wing it out, and it'll be icing at 3:36. Face-off inside the Stormhawk zone. Face off inside the zone. Draw one by Osseo Maple Grove. Back to the point. Over on the side. Takes a shot high above Arnold. I think it was deflected by the stick of the Stormhawk. Right on Arnold. Pad save. Knocked to the corner. Played along the board. Van makes body contact. Good job. And he's going to get it back. He tries to cross it to his brother. Off the mark and dump back down into the zone. Tabrake's going to get there. He's going to get it to Lindell. Lindell to Olin Van. Olin Van's going to try and chip it off, but it comes back to the Lindell's going to get it to Blake Van. He's got Rotunda and his brother, Olin. He misses Olin. It goes behind the net. Stormhawks there. Rotunda chases. Played on the boards. Back to the point. Kept in the zone behind the net. It goes. Osseo Maple Grove comes out. It's a 1-on-2. He's alone at this point. He loses the puck, but it's picked up by the winger and controlled. High to the point it goes. Lindell tries to clear it, unable to. A shot right on Arnold, and it's pad save at 2:22. Seems like the number 12 face-off inside the zone. Controlled by Osseo Maple Grove. It went forward and finally some good contact. Of course, it's by Dreyer. Shot, Arnold, pad save, kick to the corner. Clava's there to pick it up. He tries to get it to the wing. And now the body contact's starting to fly, which probably is needed. Held in at the zone, stick, check, high, stick swung at, missed. Body contact's coming all over. Dryer's on the boards. It's a flying leap by Osseo Maple Grove out into the slots. Going to be picked up by Nutter. Nutter's got Clava. He's ridden down. Couldn't quite get it to him. Would have been a 2-on-1. Controlled by Thorpe. Minute 33. It's going to be dumped down into the zone. McNabb is there. He centers it. Clava right out front to Nutter. Nutter gets it. Then pucks loose. Oh, Thorpe can't get it. And they're going to call the net off its bearings again at 1:20 the first period. A little frantic scoring chance there. Face off inside their zone. Nickel is there. He wins the draw back to the point. Goes to Avon. Avon, no shot. Just plays it down low. Brandt's going to get it. He centers it right out. Just misses Nickel. And Osseo Maple Grove comes down. And it looked like he was offsides. Puck is right out loose. Little lackadaisy there. Heinz is going to get it over to Brandt. Brandt's going to get it. Gets it to Nickel. He just misses his stick as he comes through, and Osseo Maple Grove comes back. Into the slide goes. He beats Abbott and comes in. Shot right on Arnold, who makes the save at 49 seconds remaining in the first. Nickel on the draw. It's won by Osseo Maple Grove. Back to the point. Shot on Arnold. Pad save. Kick to the corner. It's going to come up to the point. Brandt's there to chase. Shot. Ooh, it's almost tipped. Down low. Osseo Maple Grove still controls. Finally gets it to Heinz. Heinz is going to push it out. He can't get it clear. Brandt's there. As he skates it through, it's high and off the stick and into the netting at 25.4. So as we wind down the first period, I would say it's been controlled by Osseo Maple Grove. Played a lot of in the offensive or defensive zone of the Stormhawks at this point. Shots more than likely favoring Osseo Maple Grove. Puck's going to picked up by Break. Break gets it to Olin Van. He can't get it out into the neutral zone. It goes. Osseo Maple Grove regroups. They hit the wing on the side. Comes through. Break is able to get enough body. Loses a stick at the point. Osseo Maple Grove starts going. Comes through. Arnold didn't see it off the back pipe. Arnold makes a save. That's going to complete the first period with the tie being 0-0 or 1-1. Second period's about to start. Let's see if we can get some life in these boys. First period, I'm going to give to Osseo Maple Grove, even though the score is tied 1-1. Osseo Maple Grove comes in, shot high of Arnold. Picked up by Owen Van. Owen Van's going to hit behind Blake Van. Off his skate, though. Should not be icing. They try and ring it around. Rotunda's there. Puck is still loose. Back to the neutral zone where Dreyer picks it up. Dreyer's ridden out, and it's going to be offsides, and they're not going to call that. And the Stormhawks are going to go down a man on a trip by, I believe, Dreyer. This will be the third power play for Osseo Maple Grove. So at 14:26 of the second period, it's the third power play for the Crimson. Face-off is McNabb. He wins the draw loose, and there's going to be another penalty, and it's going to even out this time for a hook. And so the power play opportunity lost by Osseo Maple Grove. 4 seconds in, and it'll be a 4-on-4. Face-off will come down into the Osseo Maple Grove zone. 1-1. In the box for the Stormhawks is Dreyer, I believe. Face-off held in by Aben on the pinch. McNabb is there. Osseo Maple Grove tries, gets it out. Could have stepped up and got that one. Aben gets a pick from him. Big contact there as Osseo Maple Grove still has control, and now it's picked up by Zeltinger. And someone's down. And it must be on Osseo Maple Grove. And as he gets up, so a big crunch there, and it's nice to see him skating off the ice at this point. Face off outside the zone. Bench side. There's plenty of time of 4-on-4 hockey still remains. McNabb takes the draw. He wins the draw back. Aben has it. He's going to bank it off the boards to Nutter. Nutter controls it, gets it to McNabb. McNabb's going to skate it in the zone. It's 4-on-4. McNabb takes a shot, rebound, bounces right out front. One of the nice clean shots we've had. Tries to get by Aben. Aben with his big stick able to poke it away. Going to be picked up by McNabb. McNabb's going to chip it into the zone, go for a switch. Next group's out there. They got the wing coming down on Lindell. Lindell's going to pick it. He's going to get it up to Kleva. Oh, he can't quite get it, but he gets it back. Kleva and Heinz are there. He tries to get it loose, and they got a guy flying. He comes through on to break. Break does a nice job, body contact, pushing him out of the way. Heinz is going to get it. He can't get it. Off his stick, though. No icing. And 4-on-4 hockey is pretty sloppy from both teams at this point, as no one's gotten control. No shots. Lindell has it, played along the boards. Lindell's able to get it back. He's going to get it up to Heinz. He's going to skate it in, and he's going to dump it and chase. He's going to be the first one there. Played right up to Kleva out front. Kleva still controls. To Heinz. Heinz is going to get a shot. Pad save and kick to the corner. First one's down. Lindell's going to skate it right in. Takes a shot off the pipe. Rebound right there. And Lindell takes a shot. Jackson Heinz went right to the front of the net. And then off the crossbar, bumps back out, hopped around, and Heinz is able to bat it in. And that gives the Stormhawks a 2-1 lead. And I believe that's going to be considered a full-strength goal, as I believe both power plays had expired. So the Stormhawks take the lead 2-1 at 12:21. Nickel on the draw. He loses the draw as Osseo Maple Grove gains control and skates it right in. Shot on Arnold. He's able to glove it. Stick save, and then he popped on it inside the zone. Face off to his glove side. Face off won by Nickel. Down low to Dreyer. Dreyer rings it. Tries to get the far side breakout. Can't quite handle it. Oh, it takes a funny bounce right to him. Shot on Arnold. And at 12:01, and there'll be another face off inside the zone. Again, inside the zone, face off. Controlled this time by Osseo Maple Grove. They flip to the point. Oh, tipped right out in front. Puck is loose. Can be picked up by Nickel. Nickel's got Heinz, Brandt, and Dreyer gets it over. Dreyer gets it to Heinz. Heinz overskates it, and now they got to return back. Nickel gets it. Dreyer's up there into the Osseo Maple Grove zone. It's played along the boards, pushed out to the neutral zone where Thorpe has a one-on-one out there. He gets it pushed away. Heinz gets it, chips it in the zone, but not deep. Puck is overskated by a couple people. Brandt gets it. He goes wide. He's got Nickel out front. He walks right out front, takes a shot. I don't know if he could have gotten it to Nickel or not, but he got a good shot as he stepped out in front at 11:15. Rotunda on the draw inside the zone. Puck is kicked back to Van. Van's in the slot. Oh, he fanned on it. Avon comes through, takes one, and he gets it chipped away. As Osseo Maple Grove gets it out, they hit the wing far side. Zeltinger's there to intercept. Off the official and push back into the zone. They go wide, they hit the wing. They got a 3-on-2. Tries to hit the far wing, they can't get it as Olin Van picks it up, reverses direction. But held in, shot wide of Arnold. Van's there. And they're going to call high stick. And it'll be all the way down into the Osseo Maple Grove zone for the faceoff at 10:31. So inside the zone of the Crimson will be the face-off. It will be the glove side. Rotunda takes the draw. He wins it or loses it. Somehow Osseo Maple Grove comes out with it. They're going to go far side. They hit the wing. They come down in on Arnold. Takes a shot. Never really got the shot out as Zeltinger was able to play the body enough to cause him not to get a shot. Played along the boards. Rotunda's there. Van takes a good shot. As they come through, if they start throwing their body around, it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be picked up by Van. Van, I don't know what happened there. We're going to have to ask him about that. I think the line sniper got him there. So he was coming into the zone and ends up going off of the netting, and it should be a face-off inside the zone. Face off inside the zone. Lindell into break at the point. Clave at the center. Draw, kick back to the point. Lindell has it, takes a shot. Right on. Good looking shot. See if we can get some people to crash the net for a little bit of traffic as he saw that one pretty clearly coming in at him. Redraw to the blocker side. Clava again gets it. Nutter's able to push it, but it's intercepted. Lindell's going to pinch enough to try and push it in. Gets it over to McNabb, who keeps it low. Played along the boards it goes. Clava's there. He could have put a huge hit on there. Try to get it out. McNabb intercepts. Tries to dump it deep. Comes back to Lindell. Lindell gets a kick from him, and now it's a one-on-one. Break comes through. Arnold makes a save. Pretty routine for him from the bad angle. But Osseo Maple Grove still has control in the corner. Down low it is. They got Clava over there along with Nutter as they go out to the point, back to the wing. Intercepted by Clava. Shot missed by about 3 feet of Arnold. Played along the boards. Nab's there. He gets knocked down, but is pushed out into the zone and should be offsides at 8:46 of the second period, with the Stormhawks leading 2-1 at about the midway point of the game. Nickel on the draw, takes the draw, wins it over to Dreyer. Dreyer's going to go to Thorpe. Thorpe passing right out in front over to Brandt. Brandt has it. Brandt stick handle is going to hit Hines in the slot. Hines can't quite handle it. Picked up by Osseo Maple Grove, and they come down. They got a winger on the far side. Ridden out by Dreyer all the way around the net. They still control. Comes to the slot, takes a shot. Arnold saves. Brandt's there, played along the boards, not cleared. Shot tipped wide of Arnold. Up to Hines. Hines gets it to Nickel. Nickel can't maintain his feet. It's pushed back into the zone. Dreyer has it. They reverse directions on the near boards here. Going to be picked up. It's going to be crossed behind Brandt. Brandt gets ridden into the boards hard. He pops back up. Nickel is there. Hines is going to lay a hit. Pushed out to the point. They got one in front. Brandt tries to get it. It's deflected by Osseo Maple Grove. More body contact coming. That's what they need to slow these teams down. Van's going to come out. He's going to looking to make some contact. Down low, Abbott has it behind the net. He reverses directions. Hits it to the wing. Blake Van has it. He goes, hits Rotunda. Can't handle it cleanly. And played back into the neutral zone. Stormhawks have it, and it's going to be chipped off the boards and icing at 7:08. Stormhawks and Dark leading 2-1 over Osseo Maple Grove. Face off inside the zone. Picked up by Van. Van's going to try and get through. Played by Dreyer. Dreyer's going to try and chip it out. He can't quite get it out of the zone. Puck is loose, but finally pops out into the neutral zone. And it's offsides. As number 14 hadn't cleared the zone yet. Chipped out into the neutral zone. Played, dropped in front. Dangerous play by Osseo Maple Grove to leave it right out in front, especially if they can't handle it. Abbott goes for a little bit of a hit and bypasses that. Comes out front. Stick checked by Zeltinger. Didn't quite make it. He battles in the corner, uses his foot. Can be picked up by Van. Van tries to center it. And he gets it to Blake Van. Blake Van's going to push, try to get through. Tries to lean. Couldn't quite get a shot. Good effort by him, though. Clava's there. It's going to be picked up again. And Clava's going to try and chase it. Held in by Lindell. McNabb's going to pick it up in the corner. Looking for some support. Back to the point. Takes a shot. And it's going to be glove saved by the goaltender and face off at 5:55 inside their zone. Glove side of the goaltender. Clava, Nutter, McNabb out there, Lindell, and to break at the point. Clava goes forward with it. Controlled by Osseo Maple Grove. Nutter lays a little body contact. As Osseo Maple Grove comes out, they dump it down deep. Ridden off the puck by Lindell. Drake tries to hit Nutter, or excuse me, Clava, and it just missed him, and it's going to be icing. Inside the zone to the blocker side of Arnold will be the faceoff. Faceoff won by Clava to Lindell, who rings it. Nutter's going to pick it up on the boards. He's going to try and hit Clava. It was behind him. As Osseo Maple Grove comes back into the zone. In the house, stood up by Lindell. Good job by him to play the body. Seems like when they're playing the body, it's knocking them off their game a little bit. Just got to be smart about it. Keep those arms down. Puck's going to be chipped out of the zone by McNabb. Nutter chases. Played along the boards, and Osseo Maple Grove dumps it in where Stormhawks gain control. And they try to hit Clava again. That's going to be an icing as the pass was a little bit behind them. Face off again inside the Stormhawks zone. 4:59 remaining in the second period. Score is 2-1 in favor of the Stormhawks. Nickel, Heinz, Brand out there along with Thorpe and I believe it's Dreyer. Here we go. Won by the Osseo Maple Grove. Played along the boards. Tries to get it to the center. They lose it, but they still control in the corner. Nickel is there. He gets it. He picks it from them. Tries to play it along the board, and they pick it from him. They try and center it. It's going to be picked up by Lindell. Lindell has it. Heinz is going to skate it down. Excuse me, that's Dreyer. Dreyer goes towards the net. As Thorpe's the only one back, and now Nickel's there. He's got two guys on him, and they missed that offsides as it goes back into the Osseo Maple Grove zone. Heinz is there to scare him. Nickel is there. It's got to Heinz. Heinz is going to try and get to Brandt. Brandt gets knocked down right out front. Heinz is still there. They're still playing it along the boards. Down low it goes. It's a little battle going on in the corner. Stick grabbing, and it's going to be icing on Osseo Maple Grove. And we got some activity back by the Stormhawks bench that I missed as I was watching the puck roll down the ice. And they're going to give Nickel a penalty, and I have no idea what for because I wasn't watching. Okay. So I'm assuming it's going to be interference on Nickel. So Stormhawks are going to take the faceoff outside the zone, which that might be a benefit to them. Controlled by Avon. Avon gets it. He's going to hit Zeltinger. Zeltinger's going to get it and dump it down low. Power play number 4 for Osseo Maple Grove. They got a little battle going in the corner with Van. Puck comes out. Rotunda is able to block it a little bit. The Osseo Maple Grove dumps it in behind Arnold as it goes all the way to the corner. Zeltinger's there. They still can. Osseo Maple Grove still controls, but Van's there. Nice job of doing the body with him. Good job. And there's going to be a penalty on. Nope, no penalty. They thought it was going to be icing, I guess. Played off the boot of Rotunda. Rotunda's going to just keep it into the zone. Good job. 1 minute almost killed on this power play. As Osseo Maple Grove comes out. They're going to skate it down on Avon. Avon uses large stick, takes a shot right on Arnold, off the pipe right there. Arnold's got to grab it, and they got to clear house here. Start pushing people out. And at 2:48 of the second period, Osseo Maple Grove had at least one, maybe two good shots. One off the pipe, and I think two off of Arnold before he was able to glove it. 53 seconds remain in the power play opportunity for Osseo Maple Grove. Lindell out there along with Nutter and Blake Van. and Lindell into break. Face-off controlled in the corner by Break. Break's able to skate out of it. He tries to get it through. Intercepted by Osseo Maple Grove. They center it right out front. No one's able to get a stick. Out to the point it goes. Puck is just loose. Arnold takes it and does a chip save. He's rolling around. And Arnold is underneath it. Lindell just cleans off an Osseo Maple Grove that was laying on Arnold. And the net is off the ice at this point. So it'll be a face-off inside the Stormhawk zone again to the blocker side of Arnold. 34 seconds remain on the power play opportunity for OMG. Officials do a lot of talking. So 2:29 remaining in the second period. Stormhawks ahead, 2-1. Nutter out there along with Thorpe, Dreyer, and Van. Face off, won by Nutter, pushed down low. It's going to be rung around. It's going to clear the zone and go all the way down. I don't know if it'll be icing or not, but the effort was lacking and the officials didn't seem to think it was. Re-face off again in the zone of the Stormhawks. Nutter on the draw. It's controlled by Osseo Maple Grove out to the point. Takes a shot. Rebound right there, and it's chipped out and all the way down the ice. And they're going to have to regroup. Van is there. He's going to pick it from him. He's going to try and center it. Picked off by Nutter. Dreyer's there, and he's going to chip it. And that completes the power play opportunity. Both teams are at full strength. And it's going to be offsides as Dreyer was deep. And it's a face-off at 1:49. Of the second period outside the zone of Osseo Maple Grove. Clava, Nutter, and McNabb out there, along with Zeltinger and Avon. Avon gets it, he fans on it, but still at least gets the stick enough to control it. Osseo Maple Grove comes through. Zeltinger plays the body. McNabb has it. He's going to skate down behind Arnold, ring it all the way there. But it held in at the point. It's off a skate. Deflection there. Clava's going to get it up to McNabb. McNabb can't quite get it. And dumped down low behind Arnold, where it's going to be picked up by Zeltinger. Zeltinger's ridden off the puck. Avon's there, and he just pushes it to the corner, where Osseo Maple Grove still has control. Finally, some body contact to tie him up. McNabb's going to get it. He's going to get it over to Nutter. Nutter's got a one-on-one. Nutter comes through. He tries to get to Clava. He gets his stick hooked enough to not get a shot, and Osseo Maple Grove comes back. So Clava takes the body. He was in front. Over to Avon. Avon's going to get it up to Nutter. Outside the zone it comes. Avon finally puts a little body contact. Zeltinger's there to the wing. He's going to get it. He's centered right out in front. Osseo Maple Grove. Puck is loose. And Arnold's going to make the save. And we got a penalty on, I believe it's Avon. And again, another penalty opportunity is being pushed again as Avon goes to the box for roughing. So that wasn't even part of the scrum in front. That was behind the net, I believe, where Avon and the guy were jaw-jacking and whatever happened. So it looks like Stormhawks are getting 2 penalties at this point. or at least there's a coincidental, or there's 2 in each box. So we'll see what happens here. I'll just keep my mouth shut until they figure this out. So we got 4 penalties. We got 2 on each team. They look like they're all coinciding. Excuse me. So they got a 5-on-4 out there, but they got, oh, now it's Heinz is coming back out, so it's 5-on-5. So all penalties are offsetting at this point. Don't necessarily know what they're for. I'm assuming roughing on all of them. It'll be 5-on-5, 29.5 seconds remain in the second period. Stormhawks are ahead 2-1. Referee explains the situation to one coach and goes over to the other coach, explains it, gets a head nod from the Osseo Maple Grove coach, and they're here to the face-off. Face-off won by Nickel. Spun around by Lindell. Lindell tries to get it out. Heinz can't quite handle it. It's going to be picked up by Lindell. Lindell's going to bank it off the board. Goes knocked in at the point by Osseo Maple Grove. They don't want to give up a goal here at the end of the period. Finally, it's controlled by Nickel. Nickel tries to stick hammer through, gets it blocked away. Heinz is there to rebound it. And that's going to end the period. With the score tied 0, or score at 1, Osseo Maple Grove, 2 for the Stormhawks, and according to the rules, they're supposed to re-Zamboni, but I don't know if they are. But we'll be back after this. Start of the third period. Face-off 1. Brandt gets it. He gets it. He's going to dump it down deep inside the Osseo Maple Grove zone. Heinz is there along with Nickel. Played along the boards, is pushed out. Brandt's going to get it. Oh, he gets it picked. Brandt's going to come down. It's a 1-on-1. They come through. No shot by Osseo Maple Grove. Little mistake there by the Stormhawks. Heinz is going to push it down low where Tabrake's going to have time. He's going to try and get it up. It goes off of Brandt and then to Nickel. Heinz is there. He gets a stick on it. Nickel has it. He's going to skate it up. He's going to dump it down. Nickel's the only one forechecking as the rest go for a shift change. Pushed out to the point, and they're going to have to regroup. And that'll finish off the line as Thorpe tries to get it through. They come down into the zone. Nickel is there. He's got a shot right out in front. Takes a shot, and great opportunity for him. It'll be a face-off inside the zone at 14:03. So, based on the penalties, I don't know if they're a 10-minute or 2-minute, but they're all still sitting in the box. We'll check after a couple minutes. Dreyer is able to keep it in on a slap save at the blue line. I believe that was Dreyer, might have been Thorpe. Dreyer again keeps it, takes a shot right there, rebound. Out in front, Van is there, he's battling, pushed along the boards. Rotunda's there to add body. It comes across to Dreyer. Dreyer's gonna play it, bounce back out. Picked up by Van. Van overskates it, that should be icing. It'll be a face-off all the way down inside the Osseo Maple Grove zone. Face-off to the glove side at 13:26. Rotunda at center. Van's at the side. Zeltinger and Aben at the point. Face-off is kind of scrummed up and grabbed out by the Osseo Maple Grove. They try to break it out. Aben's going to pinch. It does pop back out. Zeltinger's got time. He's going to go far side to Van. Van's going to get a pick from him, and he gets it back. So Aben's going to have it. He's going to bank it off the boards. It's going to go way out of the zone. It'll be a face-off outside the zone at 12:56. So bench side outside the zone. Clava, McNabb, Nutter out there along with the break and Lindell. Face-off is controlled finally by the Stormhawks. The break has it. He's going to get over to McNabb. McNabb's going to bounce it off the boards. The break's there. McNabb's going to at least get it again and dump it down into the zone. Played by the goaltender. They go around the net. Nutter's there to chase a little bit. Pushed out. Still kept in by Clava at this point. If they get a strong forecheck, Nutter's down there. McNabb as well. Played along the boards. They're going to look the far side, try and hit this guy. Still kept in the zone and played by the defenseman of the Osseo Maple Grove. Tries to go wide. Break has it. He's going to skate it up. He's going to enter the zone. McNabb's going to play it behind the net. In the corner he goes. Clava's there as well. Comes to the middle. Clava gets a stick. McNabb has it. He's going to take a shot. And it's high and gloved by the goaltender at 11:56. So the Osseo Maple Grove having a little hard time breaking it out of their zone there due to the forecheck and lopsided passes. So again, face-off inside Osseo Maple Grove. Nickel, Brandt, Hines out there, Dreyer, and Thorpe. They go far side. Thorpe's able to keep it in. They were going for the home run pass. Played along the boards. Nickel is there. He's got a back check as they come down. It's offsides due to the stick handling at the blue line of Osseo Maple Grove as he was ridden that way by the defense. Face off outside the zone, bench side. Nickel, Hines, Brandt. Face off is finally controlled by the Stormhawks. Dreyer has it. He's going to go around the boards of Thorpe. Thorpe's going to get it off of Brandt. Brandt goes off of Nickel. Nickel off of Brandt. And lots of commotion there. Finally, it's turned over, and Osseo Maple Grove comes through. Comes through on Dreyer. Dreyer, oh, and he missed. He lost an edge. Unable to get a shot on Arnold. It's pushed to the corner. Brandt's there. Brant's going to go back low. He's going to spin it out. He's just going to skate it. He's going to get it to Nickel. Nickel's going to go wide. He tries to go through the center. He gets ridden off. Played along the boards. Brant is there. He still has it, I believe. He's battling down low. It's two on one. Heinz comes in to help, I believe. No. Finally back to the point to Dreyer. Over to the other point. And it's fanned upon. Brant has down low. He sends right out to Heinz. Heinz is able to get a little bit of a backhand at 10:38. And at least some pressure put on the Osseo Maple Grove goalie at this point. Stormhawks still ahead 2-1. 10:38 of the third. Rotunda at center. Puck is finally gathered by Osseo Maple Grove. They go for that home run far side. That's the fourth time they've done it. Played by Zeltinger. Down low over to Aben. Van's going to try and get it out. Shot right on Arnold. Kick save. Big rebound though. But no harm. Van's going to get it. He's going to push it down into the zone. There's going to be offsides as Rotunda was caught inside the zone prior to it getting caught on equipment, brought back in. Rotunda on the draw, wins the draw over to Zeltinger. Zeltinger to Van. Van dumps it down deep behind the Osseo Maple Grove. Van's going to pick it up in the corner. It's going to be played by Aben. Aben just banks off the boards, but it's gloved by Osseo Maple Grove. Now they got a 3-on-2. Little back checking, and it looks like he was offsides again. It'll be another face-off outside the Stormhawks zone.
Come on, Black, you need another goal. Let's go.
And they're going to call it at center ice for some reason. Not quite sure why. 9:52 of the third. Flava McNabb. McNabb's going to get it. Hits it back to the D. Up to McNabb. McNabb's got a 2-on-2. McNabb goes wide. Tries to center it. Can't quite get it to Clava and Nutter. And Osseo Maple Grove reverses direction. Clava, nice back check on him. And they're offsides again. Boy, sure looked close. Puck is controlled. Banked along the boards. McNabb's going to get it over to Nutter. Nutter has Clava. Clava's going to come through, takes a shot. Oh, and blocker save. Clava had the corner, or the pipe. Tries to get it across. Nutter tries to get it to Clava, back to McNabb. McNabb back to the point to Lindell. Lindell takes a shot. Into the corner goes. It was tipped. DeBrake's going to pinch, keep it down low. Good pressure here as it comes back to the neutral zone where Clava's going to regroup with his defense of Lindell. Lindell's going to go far side, hit DeBrake. DeBrake's got McNabb. He's ridden off the puck. McNabb is there in the corner. As they ring it around, Nutter's going to just keep it down low, but Nickel is going to be there. Nickel winks it up the boards. There's no one there. They got to look for that. And they're going to come out as Osseo Maple Grove is going to come down. He's going to try to be pushed away by Heinz, and he skates around one, skates around two. It's centered right out front. Shot just wide of Arnold. As Osseo Maple Grove has battling control. Thorpe is there, puck is loose. It's going to be picked up by Brandt. Brandt's got Heinz and Nickel. Brandt going to get it to Nickel. Oh, he fans on it, gets over to Heinz. Heinz going to take a shot, tipped, just wide. As they skate back, they got to hustle back. Osseo Maple Grove comes through. Dreyer is able to sweep it away and kick it out of the zone. Heinz is there. Dreyer is going to have it. He's going to get it to Nickel. Nickel, it's again, oh, he fanned on it, and it's going to be offsides at 7:47. Man, we fan a lot on the puck. Seriously. 7:47, face-off outside Osseo Maple Grove zone. Rotunda on the draw. Rotunda is going to win. No, he doesn't quite win the draw. They get it. Oh, they hit the winger. It's a one-on-one with Arnold. Arnold makes a great save, and the net is off. It's Barons. As Osceola Maple Grove was able to hit that winger sprinting up. They come right in a 0-on-1 on Arnold, and Arnold was able to get a pad save as he lost a little bit of the shot. It'll be a face-off inside the zone. Rotunda again, also comes out to the point. Controlled by Osceola Maple Grove, and Arnold's able, Arnold couldn't quite hold it in his glove. The rebound came out. The rebound was wide. Van's going to play it off the boards. He's going to skate right out in front. They try and hit their guy in the slot. Goes wide to Arnold. It takes a funny carm off the boards to keep it in the zone. And down low is Osceola Maple Grove. And there's some good body contact happening, that's for sure. Push along the boards. Van's going to try and get there. Zeltinger's there. He pinches the guy off. Rotunda's there to add some body contact. As they try and skate through, they're going to call a penalty. They're going to call a holding penalty on whoever was coming out to the slot. It might have been Zeltinger, and he's going to the box. And this is the 5th power play, at least, for Osceola Maple Grove at this point. So it'll be a 5-on-4. Clava Nutter out there. Draw is 1. Controlled by Osceola Maple Grove. Played down low. Nutter's going to battle in the corner for it. He's going to come out of there with it. He's going to try and chip it out to Clava. At least gets it out in the neutral zone where they have to regroup. And they lose the zone again. And they're looking for that cross pass quite a bit. They lose the zone again. As they come through, and Arnold's able to glove it at 6:18, minute 24 left on the power play. Inside the zone, Arnold's blocker side. Face off is Clava has it. He takes it. He gets it out of the zone. He's going to chase. And Osceola Maple Grove dumps it down deep. Nutter's going to try and bank it out. It's held in at the zone by the point. You add some body tag. He skates to the slot, though, and stops. They let him skate right to the middle of the slot, and he beats Arnold on, I believe it was the glove side row, and that ties the game at 2-2 at 5:56. So 2-2 at 5:56 of the 3rd period. Face-off is chipped into the zone, into Maple Grove zone. Played along the boards, held in at the point by Thorpe. Thorpe takes a shot, wide. It just goes into the corner. Brandt's there. As Osceola Maple Grove starts to break it out, they're going to go far side. Thorpe is there to intercept. Along with Dreyer. Dreyer's going to ring around the boards. Brandt is there. It's pinched in by the point. Osceola Maple Grove's controlling in the corner. They're looking for the guy in the slot. Can't quite get it. Got to get up to the top. He fans on it. Brandt gets it. It's a 3-on-2 at this point. Brandt goes wide. Drops it over to Hines. Hines is going to ring it down low, I believe. And Hines is battling, gets it to Brandt. Brandt tries to get a shot. It's chipped away from him. And now they got to get back as it's a 2-on-2. Wow. It looked like they came through again. As they ring around, Brandt's going to pick it up on the boards. Osceola Maple Grove back out to the point. Shot, it goes behind the net. And we're not moving. So finally, Dreyer's going to add some activity, finally come in and push him, get some contact. Hines has got to get there. Finally, some body contact, but we're not moving our feet. We got to get out of the road. It comes right out in front. Oh, there's another second shot. Arnold makes another save. And they're dead. They got to get it out. They're not moving their feet at all. As Osseo Maple Grove is just passing it around. It's got to clear the zone. Finally, it clears the zone as they get off the ice. At least two of them. Finally, Ammon, who's at least fresh out there, is going to ice it down the ice at 3:57. He had some time, and he was fresh out there. But he iced it to get the rest of his freshies out there. Inside the zone it goes at 3:59 of the third period, tied 2-2. Rotunda on the draw. Draw is won by Osseo Maple Grove. Back out to the point. To the wing. Out in front. It's centered. Osseo Maple Grove has it. Shots wide. It's going to at least leave the zone. Van's going to get a piece of it. Chip it down into the zone. It's 5-on-5 at this point. Zeltinger has it. Gets it over to Blake Van. Blake Van doesn't see him coming from the side. Behind the zone, Olin Van has it. He intercepts it, and now Osseo Maple Grove gets it back. They're going to go far side. And he actually comes through the zone. They say he's good at this point. Controlled by Osseo Maple Grove. Dreyer's going to try. Zeltinger's got to get a man on him. Puck is loose. It's going to be picked up. Van has it. It's a 2-on-2 with the back checker. He tries to center it across. No one's there. And they got to get through. Sabrek gets it, does some stick handling, moves it over to Van. Van's going to dump it down low. Stick checked off and into the netting at 2:54 of the third period. Face off inside the zone. Should be blocked. They're going to do it to the glove side of the Osseo Maple Grove goalie. McNabb, Clava, Nutter out there along with DeBrake and Lindell. See if they can win this draw, get a shot. Clava tries to go forward. Clava still has control of it. He's got McNabb in front along with Nutter. Chipped out. They're going to go far side to the wing like they have constantly. Comes in, blocked by DeBrake. Ridden off by Lindell. Chipped up to Clava. Clava banks off the board. He beats him. It's a 3-on-1. Clava's going to get it over and takes a shot. He gets it over to McNabb. Nice pass by Clava. Boy, McNabb does not have a lot of room at all. Nice job. I believe it was Lindell got it up to Clava. Clava banked it off the board. Nutter broke towards the net. Nutter and actually McNabb broke towards the net, and he hit McNabb, who was able to get a stick and put it into the net. And the Stormhawks lead 3-2 at 2:26. Now they just got to play good defense. Face off controlled by Clava. He gets slashed. Puck is by McNabb and it's off the stick of Osseo Maple Grove and floats out into the stands or whatever's over there. Face off at center ice. They're going to do it. Don't necessarily agree with that. Clava get on the draw. It's pushed to the side. Osseo Maple Grove's going to dump it down deep. Controlled by Dreyer. Dreyer's going to get it to Zeltinger, who's going to get it to Nutter. Nutter's going to get it to Clava. Can't quite get it, control it. But Clava's going to be able to get enough of it. Picked up by Dreyer. Gets it to Nutter and off the face mask. Nutter stick and off the face mask of Osseo Maple Grove and into the bench. Face off won by Nickel. Nickel, and it's dumped down deep behind the net, played by the goaltender. You got two forecheckers there. You got one F3 high. Hines is there. Dreyer gets it. Brandt gets dumped. It's dumped down low. Brandt gets up slow, but Stormhawks still have control. It's going to be dumped down. Brandt's going to get it. He's going to try and get it through, and he's taken down. And he's hit. And now Nickel's getting in, Heinz is getting into it. And it's going to be a holding. And the Stormhawks are going to go on the power play for 1:29.
Good boy, Brady.
So they're going to finish out the period, third period on the power play. They can't give up anything. Be a 5-on-4. Stormhawks do not have to score. All they got to do is control at this point. Heinz gets it. He can get up to Nickel. Nickel can't quite control it. It's pushed to the boards. As Zeltinger is going to pick it up behind Arnold. He's going to regroup and reset. He's going to get it to Abbott. Abbott's going to get it to Brandt. Brandt's going to get it deep over to Heinz. Heinz can't control it. They switch out. Over to Nickel. Nickel's going to dump it down low on net. And they're going to push it out. Abbott gets it over to Zeltinger. Zeltinger, they just got to get it deep. Make Osseo Maple Grove go 200 feet, a man short. Played along the boards. Van has it. He's just going to play with it in the corner a little bit. He's going to change direction. He got to get there, though. Going to be held in by Zeltinger. Van's going to knock it in deep. He's going to control it in the corner. He's going to ring it around to his brother. Push down low. As they come, and Osseo Maple Grove's going to bounce it out, and it's a race, though. Zeltinger's there, able to get a skate on it. He's going to push it down, and 10 seconds remain in the game as Abbott has control. He's just going to hold on to it. He banks it off the board, and that's going to be the game with the Stormhawks 3-2 in a close spot battle against Osseo Maple Grove. Shots, I would say, probably in favor of Osseo Maple Grove, but we'll find that out later. Again, Stormhawks 3, Osseo Maple Grove 2.